Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Mo Senior here with Momo Motorsports Detailing, and I'm so excited to do a product review for you guys today. I couldn't wait. The UPS man dropped off some things that I ordered from Amazon, and I was so excited to break that box open and check this stuff out, see how it works, see what it does, because it's the perfect time of year. As you all know, I'm out here in southern Georgia, and we just had that snowstorm, snowpocalypse 2018 come through here. It's been really cold. We just got rid of the snow. It's been freezing outside. I haven't been detailing, but I did want to get a few things going product-wise for the business that will kind of help me and other detailers out there weather the storm. So, without further ado, I wanted to do a quick product review on this guy. It is a bucket heater, and this guy, which is the Inkbird thermostat controller, right? I'm not sure if you can make that out yet, but what it actually is this piece here. This is a bucket heater. It boasts 1,200 watts. I think it says 1,000 watts on the box, but when you read the directions, it talks about being 1,200 watts, and it's a single unit heater, ideal for dropping down in a 5-gallon bucket, made out of stainless steel. Has a stainless steel guard so that you don't burn a hole in the bottom of your bucket. It has a built-in temperature thermostat, so if it's overexposed to air, if it boils all the water out, or if it gets knocked over and it senses that it's been out of the water for a period of time, it will start a on and off cycle to keep it from bursting into flames for fire hazard of some sort. All of it is explained in the instructions. I think it's really cool. I broke mine open and dropped it down in my 35-gallon water tank I keep on the Momo van. It has about 15, maybe 20 gallons in it right now. I'll show a quick clip here shortly of that. It comes up to temp very rapidly. I noticed that as soon as I put it in, 2 or 3 minutes after it had been on, when you move the bucket around, the water is sloshing around on the stem here. It was giving off some steam and some vapor, telling me that this puppy gets really hot. The instructions also say not to completely submerge it. It's not made to completely submerge. It says it needs to be at least 6 inches in the water so that it doesn't start the auto on and off cycle. And I think so far it's a good buy. Can't remember exactly what I paid for it, but you can look it up. Also, this guy here. This guy is the Inkbird thermostat. And focus. Inkbird. I'll also give you guys a snapshot along with this bucket heater in the quick video that I talked about. It is a thermostat temperature controller with the outlet on it. This outlet, you can dial up what temperature you want, and this outlet will cycle power to your the heating and cooling source. It also has a delayed timer for a compressor if you're using it for a cool control. The instructions and the paperwork that it comes with says it's good for germination of seeds, heat pads, temperature control for hot and cold. You can set it in Celsius or Fahrenheit. You can dial up your temperature. You can put a temperature split in. If it falls below the temperature split, it'll come on. If it goes above, it sets off an alarm. Digital, easy to read display, easy function. It's only 3 buttons on the whole thing. Has lights that tell you what's what. I think it was sweet. I bought this, dropped the probe down in there, give it a power source, plug the heater up in the heat indicated outlet, boom, it comes on. If it's below the set temperature, turns on the heat, brings it up, shuts it off. If it goes above, it sounds off an audible alarm on this one. And you know, I bought this as a safety feature so that I can run this guy in my van unattended. Maybe when I get up, start my breakfast and my coffee before my day in the morning, plug this puppy in, drop this in the tank. You know, going about my morning, I have a heating source and a electronic controlled regulating feature. 30-40 minutes, my water's up to temp. Right now it's about 55 degrees outside, and it took my water tank from about 45 degrees, maybe 44 degrees, up to a nice, what was it, about 70 degrees when I shut it off, in about 45, maybe 50 minutes, which I think is cool because I have a inverter and a second battery set up on the van. I can show you guys that later. So what I do is I'll go out, I'll just, hit my battery cutoff switch, boom, turn the secondary electronic system on, my inverters go live, this guy comes on, water temperature comes up if it's cold outside, and now I'm not detailing in the blistering cold. I have water that's about 60-65 degrees as opposed to in the 40s, and it's still safe for the car because I'm not throwing hot water all over the car, running the threat of cracking the glass and so on and so forth. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and put the video on. You guys check it out. I think it's pretty cool. I think you'll like it. So yes, we have the controller here, Inkbird controller that has a heating and cooling ability. It's showing 50.6 degrees water temp, commanded to heat to 75 degrees. That small red light is the heat indicator. The one on the right would be the cool indicator. I just kind of got it hanging in here with a coat hanger. I didn't know if it was going to burn the bottom of the tank or not. I'm still testing it out, but I was so excited to get this thing out and just make a video. I couldn't help myself. I'm kind of toying around there with the thermostat line and the heater line, which is the power line, which is the bigger of the two. Again, you should not submerge it up to the wire, up to the power wire, per the instructions of the manufacturer. The set button, the up and down button are the only three buttons on this thing. And as you can see, it does heat up pretty rapidly. It's showing a temperature climb, which has something to do with the temperature probe being so close to the heater element in the water. I'm sure as the water temperature fluctuates with the hot and the cold mixing, it slows down the climbing of the temperature. But I think it's giving me a really, really good level of performance. Like I said, I went up from starting around the mid 40s to the early 70s, or maybe 70s, 72 degrees or so. This has about a half a tank of water, 15-16 gallons out of a 35-gallon tank. Did that in almost an hour. Pretty cool, pretty good. Plugs in, gives you temperature control, and I say it's a win-win. I'll be putting more videos on the progress later as I get more experience with it. Links to the purchasing information in the description. Momo Senior out.